Pinball fucking FX3, table 37. But before we actually go into it, there was a new update to Pinball FX3 last week sometime, or it may have even been during this week, seeing as it is Saturday. And it's supposedly fixed a few things, but it's also completely bollocksed up a couple of things. Well, actually one big thing. So we'll press A to continue.
Welcome
now
back.
Why does this always fucking happen? Right, well, I was going to point out that the matchup, the leaderboards and the news page all take a fucking age to load nowadays, but no, it would appear they don't. However, there are other areas of the game which should be fucking really slow now, but of course I'm recording a video of it, so they're going to work perfectly normally, aren't they? Right, anyway,
My collection.
I have absolutely reached the point that I was at with Pinball FX2 where I am utterly fucked off with the game. The frustration levels are immense, and it's taken Pinball FX3 far less time for me to reach that point than FX2, than FX2 actually took for me to get there. I am pretty sure that the main reason why FX3 has managed to do it in such a short space of time is, firstly, there is still only 3 FX3 exclusive tables, so we're still fucking waiting for new ones to come along. That's the main reason, but the other reason is one of the new features. So anyway, let's get to the table which I will be doing for table 37, which is from the Foxnet or Fox Next or whatever games Archer. Now, like Bob's Burgers, which I did a little while ago, I'd never seen a second of this, but unlike Bob's Burgers, it is shown on television in this country. I can't for the life of me tell you which channel it is, because it is some utterly fucking obscure cable channel that, half a dozen people in the country may watch occasionally. So that gives you an idea of how great it must be. But yeah, I've never seen so much as a second of it.
Sterling Archer.
Now, you'll notice that in the upgrades I've got the usual ones selected, the multi-ball and the bumpers, but I haven't got the first one selected, the wizard power. Well, there's a very good reason for that. If you look at challenges there, you'll see I've only got 3 stars out of 45.
Challenges.
Well, if we look at the high scores, which seem to take an awful lot longer to load now, that's another result of the Pinball FX3 update. I have 15 people on my Pinball FX2 friends list, so add me to the list. So I know of 16 people who play this. As you can see on the one ball challenge, only 2 people have actually bothered, and neither of them even managed to get beyond 700,000. They've even managed to get to 700,000. In the 5-minute challenge, you'll see that, okay, I'm second, but I'm only just behind, well, less than a million behind, 700,000 behind the top score. So nobody on my list, none of the 16 people I know who play this game have been able to get the 5 stars needed to get that particular wizard power, because the next star is only the 4th, and you need to score 4,200,000. As you can see, the top scorer there, I see Unicorns, didn't get there. So he only managed to get, well, actually the same number of stars as me, 3. And then in the survival challenge, again, the highest anyone's ever got is 1.1 million. And I highly doubt that will get you any of the stars either. So this would suggest perhaps that the game, you know, this table is quite low scoring. Yes, it is. May also suggest that the table is fucking difficult. Yes, it is. And it probably also suggests that none of these people have actually made any genuine attempts at trying to progress in it, because they hate playing this fucking piece of shit table. Yes, I haven't had the chance to ask them, but the evidence is there. This table is utterly contemptible. I may have to redo my bottom 5 you know, worst tables of this game, because say I completely ignored A-Force that I did in the last video, and I also completely ignored this. It is fucking... So what I'll do, we'll do the 5-minute challenge then. So my best in this is 3.4 million. Trust me, the chances of me beating that are utterly remote, because in order to even get that kind of score, you have got to get the skill shot. More specifically, you have got to get the skill shot once it has been set up right. Otherwise, you do not have a fucking prayer of getting anywhere. So let's start up this challenge mode then for this fucking sack of cunt. So here we are. Now, when you launch the ball, I'm trying to remember how to view the table manually, not like that. Anyway, you can see where the 3 bumpers are. Now when you launch the ball, it gets launched straight up into those 3 bumpers. And you look at where they're positioned and you think, there is no way the ball could miss them. Yes, it can. It almost always does. If you're lucky, you might hit one of them before the ball mysteriously manages to drain out of that area without hitting any more. Now when you first launch the ball, we'll start the game. Okay, so we'll fire the ball in, and there you go, it hit 1. The other thing, of course, pausing the game brings up the fucking table here. Right, each of those bumpers increases the amount that the skill shot is worth. If you hit nothing at all, your skill shot is only worth 100,000, which makes it utterly pointless. If you hit 1, it goes up to 200,000. So the bumpers don't increase it by much, but you have got to make sure that those bumpers are hit enough times so that the skill shot is worth 1 million or so. And then of course you have to hit the skill shot, otherwise you may as well start again. So that is what I'm going to do. So let's see how many times it takes me to actually get a decent amount of points built up and then hit the skill shot. Here we go. So it's completely missed them, and then I missed the skill shot. So fucking start again. Right, is it a few? It's worth 1 million. And then you missed the fucking skill shot. So start again. Skill shot there is only worth 400,000. So I got the skill shot, but it's fucking pointless because it was worthless. And now it's missed everything. And I missed it all again. Are you starting to see why I fucking detest this table? And I'm not exaggerating it for any sort of like effect. If you do not bump up that score and hit the skill shot, you are going to get fuck all nowhere. There is absolutely no point in attempting to try and get the fifth star, which is initially the only reason for playing this mode. So you see, it constantly hits at most 2 fucking bumpers, that's all, and then just leaves the area. And of course, after all this, even if you do hit a few of them, which I mean that was only 400,000, you've got to hit that fucking, you've got to then hit the fucking skill shot. Right, so that hit a few. It's now worth 600,000, but I've... Awesome. There we go. So that's the skill shot. But 600,000 is fuck all. So now we get the fucking rest of the actual table, where you spend the whole time just trying to hit ramps and scoring next to fuck all for absolutely everything. And of course, you've got to score 1.8 million just to get the first star. And as you have just seen, and that is something else you will see there as well, the ball gets relaunched and misses every single bumper.
What are you doing? Krieger, I need you to... Krieger? Krieger!
The voiceovers in this game feature
fulfill my lifelong dream.
An awful lot of shouting, none of which is funny, all of which is fucking irritating. It's just like every other table from this pack, where the voiceovers are just fucking atrocious. Like I say, none of them are funny in the slightest. They are all just fucking annoying.
I thought I was bad before.
Add to that the fact that the table is utterly fucking unbearable.
Nope.
It's there is nothing, and I mean nothing, enjoyable about this table in any way, shape or form. It is just staggeringly frustrating. It is irritating beyond description.
I thought I was bad before.
And I mean, at least, okay, unlike that fucking A-Force table, this one does seem to have been play tested. At least it was play tested when it was released on FX2. But they didn't bother checking certain aspects of it for FX3. Namely, the fact that it is so low scoring, and yet for the challenge modes, they've set the required targets unbelievably high.
I thought I was bad before.
The tedium is starting to get fucking... yeah. There you go again. The ball gets launched out and manages to avoid all of the bumpers. I don't know any other table, because there isn't any other table, where the bumpers are routinely avoided by the ball.
There's absolutely no reason to ever get on top of a moving train.
So I've now been playing this game for nearly 4 minutes, of the 5-minute challenge, and I have just scored barely 3 million.
Danger zone!
Now why put that fucking voice in?
Let me go!
Krieger, do you think a chip could cure someone of stage fright?
Why? What the fuck was any of that? Especially that fucking irritating danger zone one. It's not funny. It is staggeringly fucking annoying. So the ball is now up there hitting the bumpers like fuck knows what.
Yep.
But again, it still doesn't score anything. This supposedly is my best ever go in the challenge. And yet I'm not even halfway to getting the 4th star, and I'm down to 10 seconds. So it is, you know, the challenge modes are just utter fucking bullshit. You cannot get anywhere in them at all. Then we have this. This is another problem with the new update. It now takes ages to load this fucking part where it tells you where you've upgraded bloody fucking blah. So you can't just quickly keep hammering the button and start a new game. You got to wait
Upgrades.
stupidly fucking long time to
5-minute challenge results.
you know, actually start another game again. So I beat my previous best by 598,000. No, 198,000. Well, that was fucking worth it. No, I am not fucking playing the challenge modes again. So yeah, the challenge modes, well, I'll tell you what, let's have a look, right? Can I beat the lofty target of 675,000? Well, you saw how many times the ball constantly drains down the left drain on this table, so what do you think the answer is? This is the first time I have ever attempted the single ball challenge on this table.
Awesome!
Okay, so fucking bollocks. I just can't fucking get the ball anywhere other than and more shouting coming up.
Talk to me.
What are you doing? For 3 months! Sterling's been missing for 3 months, and you idiots have nothing!
Please tell me that's a smoke grenade.
It's not, though. Did I say good? I meant fantastic.
Oh, fuck off. That looks like it was going straight out. So does that. And that, there you go.
Laugh it
So,
up, Lana.
I am.
looks like I
Go!
got the
Thwart
relaunch.
something!
Isn't that fucking wonderful?
Lana. Lana. Lana.
More shouting about the carry on if I don't lose the fucking ball. There we go. Why is it always fucking shouting?
No,
It's not funny. It's not. The only thing it is fucking cuntish. But then again, everything about this table is fucking
from
cuntish.
all this.
So there you go, cool. I made it as high as 3 fucking stars again. So
You have
the table is stupidly fucking difficult. It's stupidly fucking low scoring, and yet Zen, in their infinite wisdom, decided to actually make the
One ball challenge results.
Fuck off. See, I only got 1.8 million and I'm just outside the top 800, so I am well inside the top 1000 with 1.8 million, for fuck's sake.
Challenges.
So anyway, as I was saying, the game, this table is ludicrously low scoring, and yet in their infinite wisdom, Zen Studios have decided to give this the same score targets as one of the, you know, ultra high scoring tables like Family Guy or Back to the Future. It's like they don't even know their own fucking game. So let's go to a regular game then, shall we? Because this is surely going to be a lot of fun. As you can see, I'm currently second on my high score sheet, and I've only got 5.9 million. The top score among everybody I know who has this is 8.1 million. And we have a score on the high score sheet here of somebody who didn't even make a million. And I can tell you for a fact they had one go of this and have never come back to it since, because that score was there within an hour of me actually getting Pinball FX3, and it's never changed. So, you know, it tells you how much, you know, this table appeals to that player, and I think the same applies to everybody else. I can't remember the last time I saw anybody's score change. And when you look at how low those scores are, if they were constantly playing it but never beating those shitty fucking scores, and every score on its high score sheet, not just mine, everybody else's, those scores are shit. But so here we go. So why we have to sit through that fucking intro every time the fucking table starts, I don't know. So again, I got next to fuck all for the and then it went straight out. Yeah, fuck off. And of course, fuck off is precisely what so many people say while playing this table, because it is a fucking monumental fucking Everest-sized mountain of cunting shit. And when you consider that this pack contains American Dad, which did make the bottom 5 worst tables, and it also contains Bob's Burgers. Clearly I got the bottom 5 wrong, because this is the worst table of this entire set of 4.
It's not you, it's your weak womany hands.
For 3 months! Sterling's been missing for 3 months, and you idiots have nothing!
Please tell me that's a smoke grenade.
It's not, though. Now laugh it up, Lana.
I am.
Please tell me that's a smoke grenade.
It's not, though. Did I say good?
Fucking hell,
I meant
I meant to.
fantastic.
Oh, there you go. So
Now laugh it up, Lana.
I am. Krieger, I need you to... Krieger? Krieger!
Wait, you think it's safe?
Yep.
But did I say this was an Everest-sized mountain of shit? No. This is an Olympus Mons-sized mountain of shit.
I am going to fulfill my lifelong dream.
There's absolutely no reason to ever get on top of a moving train.
So I know I'm not saying very much because there is nothing to say. This table is just a fucking epic fucking load of... If you are a fan of this table, feel free to comment and let us know exactly when and where you had your fucking lobotomy.
Lana. Talk to me.
What are you doing?
Yep.
More hilarious shouting.
Let me go!
Creaker, do you
And
think
yet
a
more
chip
hilarious
could cure
shouting.
someone of stage fright?
Fuck was that?
This is crazy.
I'm serious. I want it on record that I think this is a terrible plan.
I want it on record that this game is a fucking sack of fucking shit.
No! You maniac!
More hilarious shouting.
Lana.
Woodhouse, listen very carefully.
Do not use the nerve gas!
More hilarious shouting. There's this fucking shouting that has everyone in utter hysterics. You can't fucking miss it.
Woodhouse. Woodhouse, what the hell is this?
Hell indeed, sir.
Lana.
Two
Okay,
lots
so
of
obviously
hilarious
cheating is
shouting.
stolen. And who steals cars?
That would be the Yakuza.
Archer, look out!
No words. My words have failed me.
Oh, it's
Fuck off. Fucking... Oh, there you go. Straight down the
Ridiculous.
fucking
Do not
left.
use the nerve gas!
Danger zone!
Oh, that is the one that really fucks me off. What
Go
the fucking
thwart
hell is
something.
that?
Yep.
If you know what that, hilarious...
I got the turtleneck and my
fucking,
wire cutters. Now, where are we?
danger zone is, right? Feel free to not fucking tell me at all, because all you'll be doing is basically letting everyone know what a fucking cunt you are.
So, what would you
You're
say if I
basically
told
saying,
you
yeah,
that your
I
mother
watch
made a phony
Archer.
bomb threat?
Am I meant to hit that fucking target or what? The one that's moving.
Why is your instinctive response to run toward explosions?
So, what would you say if I told you that your mother made a phony bomb threat?
Okay, so now I want you to cut the blue and white wire.
Looks like I lost another mode. What a fucking shame.
Talk to me.
What are you doing?
So, to summarise, we have a fucking cuntish fucking shit table. We have, you know, subject matter that I think anyone outside of... Actually, I don't even think this is that popular in America, maybe. Unless the Americans are even more fucking stupid than I thought.
Oh, for seriously?
And, we have some totally forgettable music. We have some totally forgettable sound effects. We have what are unquestionably the most annoying and irritating
Krieger,
fucking
I need you to...
voice
Krieger!
you know, effects, voice samples, whatever you want to call them.
Ant strength relative to the size of a human.
Just utterly fucking contemptible. The worst I have heard in any game. I'm not exaggerating.
No,
it's not just that they're the worst I've ever heard in Pinball FX3. They are the worst I have heard in any game you care to fucking mention.
You know, I bet there's a
Even
lesson to be learned from all
the
this.
sampled speech in the last V8 is far less annoying than this. So I score this, yeah, I score this what I said during the review. This gets Olympus Mons sized fucking mountain of just utter shite out of 10. And believe me, that is not a particularly good score. If I was doing my bottom 10 worst tables, this genuinely would give V12 a run for its money as the worst table of the entire set. And I am not exaggerating one bit. So that's Archer. I can confidently say I am never going to play this table again. It can utterly go and fuck itself, as can whoever it was who came up with it. Why would you want to play a table that's based on this anyway? Archer. So popular it's shown on one fucking totally obscure cable channel in the UK. Cool. The fucking Lucas Awards probably has a larger fucking audience than this program has. I think it's safe to say I've made my point when it comes to this fucking shit. I hate it with a passion. So there we go. Alright, that's table 30, whatever it was, 7 I think. Like I say, I have reached the point now where I have nothing but total contempt for Pinball FX3. It is frustrating beyond belief, and the latest upgrade has now slowed it to a crawl half the time. So I haven't got a fucking clue when I'm going to do table 38. It is likely to be if I'm in the same mood that I was today and when I did fucking A-Force. You know, if I'm utterly fucked off about something or other and feel the need to vent, then I'll review another one of these tables that I think is a monumental sack of cunt. Let's face it, there's no shortage of them.